Dylan, why aren't you home yet? It's way past dinner time. What is it to you? How many times do I have to tell you to leave me alone? Do you seriously have to be like this every time we talk? If you have a problem, don't try to talk to me. I never ask you to. Stop this already. Would you please tell me what the problem is here? I have to know if there is something I did wrong for you to act this way. Will you quit behaving so innocent? You act like you have nothing to be ashamed of. And it gets on my nerves. I won't be coming home for dinner, so don't call me again. I wasn't asking, Dylan. Get home before I call your dad. I already talked to my dad, so don't bother. So you had time to talk to your father. But it is difficult to send me a mere text. Yes, it is. It is hard for me to even look at you after what you did that day. What are you talking about? What did I do? Don't act like you don't know. I bet you will also say you didn't know I had a game today, isn't it? What? You had a game today? Why didn't you tell me? Huh. I can't believe this. You are seriously unbelievable, Mom. Dad was here for the game to watch me play. And guess what he told me? He had informed you to not prepare his dinner since he will be going to watch the game and then go for dinner with me. What? You guys went to have dinner without telling me. Your dad never told me anything. There must be some kind of mistake. Just stop lying already. If you really gave it down, you would have come with him. But you know what? I didn't expect anything from you anyway. This would just be a game for you. I'm sure you have more important things to do, like shopping. I don't understand what is going on. Why would you make plans without including me? I can't believe David never told me about this. He just told me not to bother with dinner since he was going to be late today. What an excuse. I'm done talking with you. Don't ruin my time with Dad. Dylan, I seriously didn't know, okay? Why wouldn't I come to your game if I did? That's just stupid. Are you even trying to understand what I have to say? How many times do I have to tell you to stop leaving a conversation like this? What is this, David? Why didn't you tell me about the plans you had with Dylan? You didn't tell me he had a game today. What are you talking about? I told you I wouldn't be having dinner tonight. You never told me you were going to Dylan's game. Or that you guys were going to have dinner together. You never really asked, Victoria. So, I didn't think you would be interested. Especially since Dylan and you haven't been on good terms for the past few days. Are you serious right now? Then why would you go and tell him that you informed me about it? Dylan thinks I didn't come even though I knew. He must have misheard me. I never told him that. You know he is already mad at me for no reason. He already thinks I don't care about him at all. This just added fuel to the fire. I don't understand why you are making such a big deal out of this, Victoria. This is a big deal. I don't get why you don't see that. In fact, it actually feels like you don't mind his behavior towards me at all. It is because you don't try to talk to him about it that it has gone so far. Did you ever, just once, talk to him about how he was treating me? Tell me, what is there to talk about? How many times do I have to tell you to leave him alone for some time? He is my son. I won't leave it alone when I know there is something he misunderstands, because of which he has gone so far away from me. Tell me honestly, David, is there anything you know that you are not telling me? What? I can't believe you're asking me that question. Why would I hide something from you, Victoria? Exactly my point. Why would you hide things from me, David? Why are things suddenly turning out like this? This is pointless. I don't get what you are trying to say. Nothing is wrong with any of us. And yet, you are overreacting. It's better if you cool your mind before we talk, okay? I don't want us to argue. This is not going anywhere. I don't know what else I have to do so Dylan will stop hating me. I don't even know what I have done. On top of that, you keep telling me I'm overreacting when you should be helping me out. Victoria, no. If you are going to tell me to stop one more time, don't. I'm done listening to you. Dylan, honey, are you free right now? I know you don't want to talk to me, but I just need you to give me a few minutes. Why do you keep making this difficult for me? I'm trying to forget everything, but you just have to make it hard. I just want to know the reason for all of this, so that I can make things right. Can you please talk to me? There's nothing to talk about. You should have thought about this before you abandoned me when I needed you. What are you talking about, Dylan? I really have no clue. I would never abandon you no matter what. But you did, didn't you? I had a concussion that day. You knew I was hurt. Yet you never came to the hospital. Why? Because you thought shopping was more important than me for you. What? Concussion? What are you talking about, Dylan? When did you have concussion? I seriously don't understand what is going on here. Stop denying it. I was in the hospital for a week. Yet, you never bothered to even ask me how I was or if I needed something. I don't... Hold up. When exactly was this? Are you trying to make me doubt what I know? Can you just answer the question, please? Back in 6th grade, I hit my head during practice at school. I'm sure the school called you, so don't try to lie. What? But back then, your dad told me it wasn't something to worry about. I texted him to ask where he took you, and he told me I didn't need to come. I thought you had fainted due to exhaustion. Are you kidding me? How far will you go? Now you are going to blame it all on Dad. That's not true. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm just confused as you. What gave you the idea that I was confused? I know you're probably lying again to cover up your mistake. Dylan, please, just believe me, okay? How would you explain the fact that you never visited me when I was in the hospital for a week? Your dad told me he took you to your grandparents' house. Because you asked him to. He said you wanted a short break from everything. Does that even make sense? If that is true, why wouldn't you ask Dad to bring me home first? You don't think I did? He told me you guys were already halfway there, and there wasn't a point in turning back. I need to talk to your dad. I don't understand why he would lie to me. Are you really telling the truth? Did you seriously not know? Of course, honey. There was no way I would leave you alone if I knew something that big had happened to you. I know you are probably confused right now as I am. Just let me talk to your father and see what this is all about, okay? I don't understand. I thought Dad told me you were busy shopping when I was admitted. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm so sorry for all of this, kiddo. I will make things clear with your dad, I promise. But if this is really true, why would Dad lie? I don't know either. I just hope that's not the case, and all of this is just some huge misunderstanding. I don't know what to say. If this is really true, I have behaved so wrongly towards you. We will talk about that once we have cleared things up with your dad, okay? Yeah, okay. David, where are you? When are you getting home? I need to talk to you. Is it something urgent? Because it looks like I will be a bit late today. There's too much work left to do since my secretary is on leave. This is important. Alright, go on. What is it? I just talked to Dylan. Please don't tell me this is about him again. Just hear me out, okay? Do you remember the time Dylan collapsed in school back in 7th grade? What exactly happened that day when you took him to the hospital? What? Why are you asking about that all of a sudden? Just tell me, okay? It was a long time ago, Victoria. I didn't even remember it until you asked me about it right now. Think about it, please. I'm sure you will recall the memory. You could just forget something like that. Well, didn't I already told you back then that the doctor said he fainted due to exhaustion? Yes, that was it. Will it be too much for you to just repeat what you told me back then? Fine. Dylan wanted to go to Mom and Dad's for a break, so I took him there. Wow, I can't believe this. What now? Dylan told me a completely different story. And I can't believe you were lying to me this whole time. What? Why did you have to bring this up right now? Are you seriously not going to tell me why you lied? You let Dylan believe I didn't love him. That's not true, okay? Oh, really? Then how would you justify what you did? I have been having a rocky relationship with my son for the past few years because of your lie. I can't even think of a reason you could have done that. So, what's the big deal? It's not like you need him. I'm the only one you need. We are the ones growing old together till the end. What? You are not making any sense, David. You need to understand that Dylan will move on with his life, yes? Go to college, make friends, and have a family of his own. Then you only need me. You won't need to be dependent on anyone else. I'm the only one who will be there for you. I had to do something, so you wouldn't just keep thinking about Dylan. He has me too. It will be fine if you don't spend all your time with him. You didn't want to have kids when we had Dylan. I just want to make things easier for you. What are you saying? Do you hear yourself right now? I know you never wanted kids. So I did what I had to so you could have that. Is that so hard to understand? What? That doesn't mean my son has to hate me. David, do you realize what you've done? He is our son. Just because I don't want kids doesn't mean I hate Dylan and would let him go. I need my son. I'm the only one you need? Is that what this really is about? Your stupid obsession and possessiveness. Did you let our son go through so much pain just because of that? You didn't think about the pain both of us were going through for 1 second. Dylan had to go through all these years thinking his mother didn't care about him. And I had to bear with my son hating me without a reason. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I will be there for you. And you will forget about everything else. As for Dylan, he is a strong kid. He will be fine. You still don't get it, do you? I don't know how things suddenly turned this way. I trusted you, David. But I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't want you taken away from me no matter what. There is nothing wrong with that. No, there isn't. But it is wrong if it hurts people around you. Especially our son. He wouldn't be hurt. I gave him extra love and affection on your behalf. Are you crazy? That doesn't make up for his mother. Every child needs both of his parents. Like you would know, your relationship with your parents isn't exactly good. You know why I'm not on good terms with them. And you did exactly the same. I love you, David. And I love my parents too. But I'm done with people doing right things for me. And making my life decisions without me knowing. What are you saying? You won't leave me. I'm sorry, David. But I can't take this anymore. Mom. Dylan, what happened, sweetheart? I just wanted to wish you luck before you start your first day. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I also wanted to say sorry. Sorry for what? I'm supposed to be there, attending your bakery's inauguration. I'm so happy you are finally doing something for yourself, and yet I can't be with you. It's fine, Dylan. I understand. You have a game tonight, and that is important too. Besides, your uncle is going to come and pick you up tomorrow. You will be here soon. I'm so grateful that Uncle Ben is doing so much for you. I'm glad you have him with you. Also, I'm sorry for all that happened to you, Mom. It wasn't your fault. That was all between your dad and me. It had nothing to do with you. But if it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have had to get divorced. No, don't go there, please. Like I said, this was a problem with me and your dad. We should be apologizing to you for causing so much pain, sweetheart. So, promise me you won't ever think that. All right, I promise. And remember, things may have changed between me and your father. But for you, we are still your mom and dad. Don't ever hesitate if you ever want to be with either of us. It is totally up to you. Thanks, Mom. I'm thinking of staying with both of you for a month, alternatively. Of course, you can have anything you want. Great. I have to go now. It's almost time for the opening. Good luck, Mom. Thank you, sweetheart.